So, here's a theory on how Atlas farming might work in 3.1. This is, of course, entirely speculation, fueled by hype and a wild desire for it to be December already. But it is at least based entirely off of information provided by GGG as to how the Elder and Shaper zones of control will work on the Atlas. For those of you not in the know, information on the next expansion has been released by GGG, with tons of suitably impressive and sweeping changes coming on December 8th. You can find a link to all the information available at time of publishing this video in the description below. But for now, we'll be talking exclusively about the crux of the endgame changes, the struggle for control over maps called the War of the Atlas. Essentially, maps can be under the control of either the Shaper or the Elder, and you can manipulate this control by defeating that map boss, throwing your hat into the ring and fighting for one side, the other, or both. If you choose to allow the Elder to spread, he will, taking over more and more maps. And if you beat back the Elder, Shaper-controlled zones will multiply to box him in. Both zones evidently offer powerful and valuable rewards, and Chris Wilson said in a video that players may end up setting up sustainable farming in order to maintain a rewarding equilibrium between the two factions. One tenet of farming that we know well from previous leagues and expansions, though, is that faster is better and linear is faster. This faction-controlled system, dynamically shifting on the Atlas, seems intended to push players into farming many different, perhaps non-linear maps, in an effort to keep the wide variety of maps the Atlas offers much more relevant. However, players will always try to find the absolute best route to profit, and that may very well still be to control the zones of influence into certain zones of the Atlas. Let me demonstrate what I mean with the visual aid. Say, for example, your first batch of conflict between Mr. Shapes and the End of All That Is starts way down here in the crappy hinterlands of Academy, Vol Pyramid, and Museum. These maps are non-linear, with poor divination cards, and generally bad for farming on a large scale. You do, however, want those juicy Shaper and Elder-touched rare drops. The solution, then, might be to chase these interlopers up your Atlas, pushing them into a more favorable farming position. Strand, Arid Lake, and Beach, for instance, are much more amenable maps, clustered together here in this corner. Players might then be incentivized to selectively complete maps, allowing growth of the malignant Elder in a specific direction, and that direction only, in order to shepherd the showdown between world-melding forces into a convenient location. In our example, that would look like this. Continually running any Shaper maps that show up between the Elder and our desired location, and pushing back any Elder extrusions that poke out in the wrong direction. Eventually, this would result in our maps of choice being entangled in a very profitable world-ending battle for existence. This is, of course, as I said at the top of this video, all speculation. If the spread of the Elder is too rampant to control, this might not be possible. If it turns out to be more profitable in the end to allow Shaper or the Elder free reign for some time, this might not be worthwhile. There are any number of factors we can't currently account for. We simply don't know enough about the expansion. But damn it, it is fun to speculate. Until December 8th then, my friends. Perhaps I'll see you in the Mayhem race in the meantime. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.